Hi, Hensby here. Get your popcorn, get your Prosecco. We're going to the fucking movies. Today, I have a special guest.
Did you forget who I was?
I did. Who are you? And what are you doing in my home?
I just followed you in here.
Got you off the street. No,
Yeah.
this is Phoebe O'Brien. Phoebe O'Brien. No relation to Conan. Better than Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Oh, let's not.
Hey, we speak truth on this podcast.
I saw Phoebe Waller-Bridge in London once.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Where? In England?
Yeah, in London, England.
London, England.
At the West End, performing her very famous production of Fleabag, one woman show.
Never heard of it. Kidding. Wow.
Comedy.
How exciting.
Yeah, it was really good, actually. I had a fun time. I went on my birthday.
Wasn't Harry Styles there?
Harry Styles was there.
The things you find in London.
I know. English people.
English people. Fancy that.
Famous English people.
Fancy, famous English people.
Yeah.
And it was on your birthday.
Yeah. It seems really fun, but I went by myself. It was a bit sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's fine.
It's fun.
Yeah. I wasn't alone. Harry and Phoebe were there.
Harry and Phoebe were there.
Yeah.
Celebrating with you.
Yeah.
On your birthday.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
I would tweak that story and be like, yeah, I spent my, 26?
Yeah, I think 26.
26th birthday with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Harry Styles.
Yeah,
Just in
that's
England.
true. Yeah,
Just
what
in
am
London.
I doing? Why am I selling myself short?
Well, yeah, underselling. Yeah. So we're going to watch a movie and I guess that's quite a good intro then because we're going to watch a British movie, aren't we? Because we're from London. I actually do a very good British accent. That was horrendous.
Yeah, that was...
So what are we going to watch today, Phoebe?
We're watching Angus, Thongs and Perfect Snogging.
Yes!
Georgia? What are you doing here? You hate vegetables.
Mum, you're so funny. I'm getting apples. My favourites.
Apples give you wings.
2008. How old were you in 2008?
Roughly 15, 16, I think.
Yep. So we've got actors in it. One of them is called Georgia Groom, and she plays the character Georgia.
Georgia, yeah.
Fucking easy. So she is an Aquarius sun. We've also got the gorgeous Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Beautiful.
He's a Gemini sun. We've got Karen Taylor. I love Karen Taylor. Did you ever watch
Is she the
the
mum?
sketch show? Yeah, she's the mum.
I did.
The sketch show. How silly was that show? That was a primary school show that
With Lee Mack?
Lee Mack was in it.
Oh my God.
And that other guy who's in Harry Potter, Jim Tavare, is he in Harry Potter? Tim Vine's in it. Kitty Flanagan's in it.
I've bloody met Tim Vine as well.
What?
I'm just hanging out with the celebs. Only British ones.
Only British.
Yeah.
Karen Taylor, and she is a Cancer sun. Gorgeous.
Oh, that's
We've also
nice.
got Alan Davies.
Oh,
The
Jonathan Creek.
the beautiful Alan Davies is a Pisces. Of course he is.
Of course he would. Water sign.
We've also got Eleanor May Tomlinson, who plays Jazz.
Jazz.
We couldn't
That's
remember the
right.
name, and she's a Taurus. We've also got Kimberly Nixon, who plays Slaggy Lindsay, and she is a Libra. Oh, and we've also got here's another person, Sean Burke, who you've talked to on email.
Yeah, just on email.
Doesn't have his
Sounds like he's catfished me, but it was really him. It was through an agent, so I know it was really him.
So you've pretty much, the cast of this movie.
Yeah, wholeheartedly.
At least by 1 degree
By
of
email.
separation.
Yeah.
By email. Now, fun fact about Georgia Groom, married to Rupert Grint,
How beautiful. Ron.
Ron Weasley, and they have a little baby girl. All right, opening scene. Alan Davies, beautiful man, in the car, driving next to someone in a paper mache. What is that? A sphere. We're like, what the fuck?
I love that she's just gone, I don't want to get crushed, and she's just hit a...
Yeah. So
Hit a pop.
we zoom out and we see Georgia is dressed as an olive and she walks into this fancy dress party and everyone's like, oh shit. It's a good costume.
It is. It would have taken her ages.
Ages. It's a full paper mache, like human sized. And then she walks into the party and we meet the bully, Lindsay, and she's like, what are you meant to be? And Georgia's like, a stuffed olive. And she's like, stuffed is right. Oh, what a bitch. And then Georgia walks over to her friends. We've got Jazz and she's dressed as a devil. She looks real cute.
She does look nice.
And Georgia's upset because they were all meant to come as hors d'oeuvres. Hors d'oeuvres. And Georgia was like, Jazz, you're meant to come as cheese. And what does she say?
She said, the cheese made me look fat and the yellow washes me out.
So now Georgia's very upset. And so she leaves the party.
Look at her little legs.
Little legs running out this olive costume. And we get this beautiful song, She's So Lovely. Is it by the Wombats?
I think so.
I want to say the Wombats. Oh, God. I'm having full flashbacks. And we're also getting, you know, the environment of where Georgia lives. So she's in this...
Eastbourne?
Eastbourne?
They said Eastbourne's a New Brighton.
Ah.
But
Scouting for girls, not the Wombats. Scouting for girls.
Look, I don't really know the Wombats, so I couldn't help there. I was just like, yeah,
Some
maybe.
British singer. She takes off the olive paper mache and stomps it in her front yard and then runs in crying. How old is she meant to be? 15?
Yeah, I think so.
That was a rough time.
Or is she 14
Is
and
she
it's
14?
she has her birthday and she's 15?
I think so because I remember her mum says, you're 14. I think she's 14.
Yeah. Oh, so young.
So now she's in her room and she's having a breakdown. She's taking all these like...
It's like she doesn't want to be like a little kid anymore, so she's taking all her like childhood memories and crap around out of her room so she can...
Throwing her soft toys in the bin and kiddie pictures of her away. Directed by Gorinda Sharda.
Who I'm pretty sure also did Bend It Like Beckham.
Ah. All right. Georgia is plucking her eyebrows. All right. Now she's got the razor.
Oh, no.
And her little sister Libby pushes her. Georgia accidentally shaves half her eyebrow off. That's rough.
That's brutal.
That'd be easy to fix. You just put pencil over it. But Georgia's decided to put her fringe over her eye to cover it. And she's walked downstairs ready for school and her mum and dad are making out. And she's like, yuck. She's opened the fridge and her cat Angus is in the fridge. That is animal cruelty. So her little sister Libby, who put Angus in the fridge, needs to be taken to jail. So Georgia is like, you know what? I'm a grown ass woman. For my birthday this year, I want a big party in a club with a DJ. And they're like, you're going to be 15. And she's like, yeah, but I'm sophisticated and grown. I wear a bra. And her parents are like, there's no way you're having a party in a club
Yeah, you're
where
not
there's
old
drinking and full of randy men. So Georgia is like, welcome to the tragic universe that is my life. She's listing why her life sucks. And the first thing is her parents. Number 2 is they hate that Georgia has a life. Number 3, her little sister is a freak. And number 4, her nose. She's very insecure about her nose. Size of Jupiter. That's so sad. She needs to go into an ugly home.
Oh my God.
Now her mum has discovered her shaved eyebrow. She's like, oh, Bob, she shaved them. Number 5, she'll never get a boyfriend. A very important thing to need in high school. I used to get this, but now that I've, I can see that my parents are humans, they're just people, I empathise with the parents a lot more in this.
Yeah. And imagine she's 14.
She's 14.
You know?
All right, we're at school. Oh, fuck.
Intro into Dave the Laugh there.
We see Dave the Laugh.
Setting alight his farts.
So hot. And there's Lindsay, slaggy Lindsay. She's got tits out at school. Did anyone at school do that to you? Like, not to you. wave their tits in your face. But like...
Do what?
Have boobies out.
No.
I don't remember to that extent.
I mean, our shirts weren't like button up like that. We had sort of polo that weren't really titty. And it was a Catholic school. No one was doing that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. We're at a public school, so there's a bit of tit. Now, yeah, Georgia's got her ace gang, which is like a little awesome foursome group. Ellen, Rosie, Jazz, and herself. Rosie has a boyfriend, and she's sort of telling them what it's like to have one. So now Jazz asks Rosie, how far have you gotten on the snogging scale with your boyfriend? There's 10 stages. So level 1 is holding hands. 2, arms around waist. 3, goodnight kiss. 4, kiss lasting over 3 minutes without breath. Well,
You'd die.
you die. 5, open mouth kissing.
Ugh.
6, tongues. 7, upper body fondling outdoors. Ew. 8, now we never know what number 8 is because Georgia gets distracted because she looks over and she sees the most delicious men, and it's Robbie and Tom. I'm sorry, but Aaron Taylor-Johnson in this movie is a dream.
Oh, a teenage dream?
A teenage dream. I was obsessed.
Oh, same.
Obsessed.
Beautiful.
Holy shit. So now they're going to stalk these boys. And we've got another beautiful British song. Is this by the Wombats? I know the Wombats are in here somewhere. So now the boys are at the pier. They're getting chips. And they're hanging out with Dave the Laugh. And it's like, oh, what a good group. So now the boys spot them and they look over at them and the girls are like, hee. And the boys are like, ooh, let's get the fuck out of here. These girls are fucked.
They followed us throughout every
followed us all
room
day.
we've been to in school, to the pier, everywhere.
Georgia gets back home and her parents are all dressed up and they're like, come on, we're late, let's go. And then we cut to this family restaurant. Georgia is having the worst time.
When I watch this now, I'm just like, oh, look at them having fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny, that teenage brain, and you're like, they're so embarrassing.
So
but really, they're
embarrassing.
just trying to have fun.
They're just having fun. Yeah, I remember hating going like grocery shopping with my mum or into like, I didn't want to be seen with my parent in public when I was in high school.
Like, nah, I just live by myself. I'm 15.
Yeah, I go to school, I have a car. Like, no.
I pay my own bills.
Yeah. So we're having a sleepover.
Oh.
So now they've decided that, okay, Georgia is going to go after Robbie and Jazz is going to go after Tom. And Ellen's like, what about me? And they're like, no, you're too young or something. Poor Ellen.
I know.
So now they're doing...
What is it, like a physical attractiveness test?
That's fucked.
I think. Which is, don't do this.
Don't do this. This is body dysmorphia breeding ground.
Oh, yeah.
So they're scoring each other on each other's features.
Yeah.
So
Eyes,
like
nose, skin,
out of 10.
teeth.
Horrible. But they're all like happy doing it. I'm going to be talking British by the end of this because I keep saying...
Talking British.
I say Kate Nash. So now they're checking their scores and Georgia's quite upset because someone gave her a 4 for her nose and her mouth got a 6
and 1
1/3.
3/4.
Okay, Georgia and Jazz are outside of Robbie and Tom's parents' organic fruit and veg shop. Very sexy. And Jazz is like, I'm going in. Georgia's like, don't forget to use your sexy voice. So Jazz walks in and she's like, can I get some onions, please?
Is something wrong with your throat? I think Tom asks her a bit later.
Yeah. And she keeps twirling her hair.
Aww.
And she's like, oh my
She's
God.
chosen Tom.
She wants him. And so Georgia walks in and she's like, oh, what a surprise to see you. This is my friend Georgia. I'm Jazz. So now Robbie walks out from out the back. I can't even talk. He's so cute. So Georgia is fucking...
Can't even speak.
Fully struck. Schmitten to bitten.
Oh.
She hasn't said a word, but Jazz is like, Georgia wants some apples.
Teenage crush.
Teenage crushes, they're the end of the world. And then someone says something about a band. And Georgia's like, oh, you're in a band. And Robbie's like, yeah, I'm a bass player, bitch. I know you want to suck this dick. And...
She's 14.
She's 14. So now a little cat meows. Oh, that is the cutest
look at
cat.
that little cat.
So Robbie has a cat called Lovely Jubbly Jubbly Wobbly Jubbly. And he's like, do you have a cat? And Georgia's like,
yeah,
I'm in love. And so Jazz is like, yes, Georgia has a cat called Angus. A man with a cat? Yep. Yes, thank you. I will.
Yeah.
I will do anything that you need me to do.
Just a soft, gentle, sensitive man.
Oh. All right, now Georgia's mum has come into the shop and she's like, what are you doing here? You hate vegetables. She's so confused. She's hot. Karen?
The mum is a
Kaz?
babe.
Taylor? Fuck yeah. She's like, I'm just getting apples, mum. And then her mum goes, but apples give you wind.
She
Oh,
takes so
gosh.
long to clock on. I don't understand why
I
she's like,
know.
oh, you're talking to these cute boys from school.
I know.
Like, come on.
How
Why?
embarrassing.
Why
Mum.
else would she be there?
As if she wouldn't look at him and go, oh, he's cute for a teen. I mean, hopefully she wouldn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
but
you know,
you'd
you'd still be like,
you'd
oh,
still be
like,
like,
you know,
oh,
my
so-
daughter's talking to a cute boy.
Yeah. So now Georgia is humiliated once again by her parent. But Jazz is being a good friend, being like, nah, that was good. We did that. We were brave.
Yeah.
But also, like, teenage girl, you find all the little bits, like, oh, he held onto my hand, that little extra bit. And did you see when he picked up his cat, he looked at me?
Yeah, and they said, see you later. What does that mean?
What does that mean? Does it mean like, see you later, or like, see you later?
Yeah.
So now they're walking home and they spot Robbie holding hands with Lindsay.
Like, that was fast. Didn't he just move there?
Yeah.
Hasn't it been like 2 days?
She fucking moved in. I'm sorry, what is she wearing? She's wearing like a massive t-shirt with a belt.
That was
skinny jeans and heels.
That was the time.
That was the time. Was the time. So now George is very upset. And Ellen's like, maybe they're just friends. And everyone's
Poor
like, don't be
Ellen.
a fucking idiot.
Poor Ellen. She was trying to help.
Ellen's trying to be, Ellen needs a new group of friends.
She does. I think that Ellen's the real hero in this film.
Well, yeah, what about Ellen Thongs and Perfect Snogging? Where's her movie? They're like, look, Lindsay's mature. She's got boobs. And you're funny. You're a funny girl.
Yeah, but then she's gone, yeah, but you said that boys don't like girls for funniness. But they do.
They just want skinny, mini, blondie, booby, girly girls like Slaggy Lindsay. Here's the trick. Look like Slaggy Lindsay when you open your mouth. Hilarious.
Hilarious. Double whammy.
Double whammy. Hot and funny. Hot and dangerous. If you want to roll. All right, now they're spying on Lindsay. These girls are stalkers.
They are.
And they've got binoculars. They look in Lindsay's window and Slaggy Lindsay's wearing a thong. A thong. A G-string. A G-banger. Do you wear G-strings? I don't because I have hemorrhoids. So they hurt. And
true confessions.
True confessions. Then they're looking at her boobs and what happens? She pulls out of her bra.
Chicken fillets.
Chicken fillets. So they've gone to a house and George is like, I can't do this. And we're like, where are they?
Oh, God.
We don't know as the audience. And it's like, you know what? You have to up your education, gain some skills. You know, you got to get on Lindsay's level. And Lindsay knows how to do all this sexual stuff. So you need to go and learn how to do that. And we're like, where is she going?
Yeah.
And so she rings the doorbell. Peter Dyer. Where do I begin to explain Peter Dyer? He's pumping his muscle with a little dumbbell. And he's like, come in, lady.
Look at that bedroom.
His room, horrendous. He's got pillows, like pillows that are shaped like lips. And then he puts on a timer for half an hour. And he's got a massive Hugh Grant poster. Oh, my God.
And then just pictures of teenage girls.
Pictures of other girls around.
I've never noticed that
either.
before.
Ew.
Maybe they're his past clients.
Oh.
Because that's what we kind of begin to work out.
Yeah. Because he's using language like, welcome and can I help you out with blah, blah, blah. And we're like, what the fuck? It's like a business. Oh, he's got a Does It Offend You? Yeah sticker. I love that band. They sit on the edge of the bed and Peter's like, you need to be honest with me so I can evaluate your performance accurately. And George is like, I practice a lot on the back of my hand. And then Peter says, a person will have over 26,000 snogs in their lifetime. So let's have a go. And so now we understand that she's hanging out with Peter to learn how to kiss properly. Because apparently Peter's amazing at kissing. And now they're sort of, open mouth a little bit. Open mouth kissing a little bit. I just heard myself. Now they're going to do a tongue snog. Ick. Tongues are hard, guys. Sometimes you get the old washing machine.
Oh, I hate it.
It's bad, hey. What's with that? Sometimes teeth. You ever had a teeth snog? They're bad. It's like
a little bit.
Like they don't put their tongue all the way in your mouth.
Why am I finding this? I feel like I'm reverting back to a teenager as I watch this. And I'm like, this is revolting.
How did we do this every weekend? We were drunk.
That was
cruises.
And
here's the spit. Okay, so they were making out for like 20 minutes. That would hurt. You'd have chapped lips.
Your lips would be sore.
And so when the timer was up and they pulled away, a massive glob of spit came out of each of their mouths. Dude, I have to have my chapstick on me at all times because my lips go desert dry. Even like a little bit of a kiss with someone, I'm like, I need me a little chapstick because it's like a Dementor. I just get sucked out of moisture. All right, we're back in the kitchen and Georgia's like, I really love you, Mum and Dad. And Mum and Dad are like,
something's up.
Oh, Bob's got a Pink Floyd shirt on.
No.
And they're like, are you high? And she's like, I'm not high, but we need to talk about my party. And she's like, can I invite some boys? And her dad's like, do you have some fancy fella we've never met? And Georgia's like, no one says fella anymore. So she wants a DJ. Bob is like, but you've already got one in the family. It's me. And she's like, no. True though, if my dad DJ'd one of my parties, fuck, it'd be K-San, and then it'd be heaps of Paul Kelly, heaps of Rolling Stones. That'd be sick, bud. So now Bob, Dad, is like, I need to tell you something. I got a promotion at work. And George is like, cool, can I get a phone? And he's like, well, the promotion is going to take me to New Zealand. And then George is like, you should go to New Zealand. And everyone's like, what? But then Georgia narrating is like, if Dad goes to New Zealand, I can easily get around Mum and have my dream party. Georgia's talking to Jazz and she's like, I figured out what I have that Lindsay doesn't have. Georgia says, I've got the Angus advantage. I've got a cat. So now Georgia's gone to the shop and she's like,
Looking all sad.
I'm sad. And Robbie's like, what's up? And she's like, oh, just such a rough day. I nearly passed out on the balcony when I was having my morning cigarette. My cat's gone missing. She's got a flyer that says missing cat. And Robbie's like, oh, I'd go and help you look, but I've got to help my mum. I'll put it in the window though. And George is like, thanks, Robbie. And then she's walking away.
Look at this goddamn hero.
Running after
off the
her.
road.
Running after her.
That smile beaming.
Running after her. And he's like, look, if I lost Jubbly, I'd be so sad. And Georgia, with a massive smile on her face, says, I'm pretty gutted. So she goes to the park where Jazz has Angus on a leash already. And she's with Tom. Angus sees a dog and chases after the dog and gets loose from Jazz. That dog is running. And so now Tom runs after Angus. But Angus and Georgia, fuck. But Robbie and Georgia are like so far from the park where Jazz was. They're like at the beach. But they're having a nice little bonding session. Have you seen that TikTok where it's like you go on a date to the mall in middle school and it's like this guy, it's like a point of view and it's this guy being like, hey, and then like hugging. And he's like, should we like walk around? And it gave me so much like the memory of like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go meet blah, blah at the shops and we're just going to walk around the shops.
That's like now.
It's like now. Oh.
That's like dating now. In COVID lockdown. Oh, let's meet at the park and we'll walk around, but I've got to be home by 9. We're all 14.
That's why we're so nostalgic for Y2K.
Yeah.
Because we're back
We're
in
reliving it.
And so now George is like, I don't think Angus is here. Let's try the park.
Yeah.
Tom is holding Angus and Angus is freaking the fuck out. Poor cat. So now they've sort of been caught out because Robbie's like, oh, you found him.
That's where
We've
were
been looking all day. And George is like, oh, I don't know. We just, I guess maybe they got there
just
first. Doesn't matter. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know what? Shush. I'll just gaslight you. Don't think about it. Look at them. Look at them both.
Look at them, their little flirty eyes.
Oh.
Lindsay called.
Back to reality. Back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Robbie, Lindsay called. Fuck Lindsay. So now Tom's like, I gotta go, Jazz. Bye.
And then it's like,
again.
See you later.
Rats.
Again.
We were so close.
We did this whole thing.
Tom,
but for someone.
Tom turns around and he's like, Jazz, do you want to hang out sometime?
With you?
Oh my God. Do the same, Robbie. Do the same, but you can't because you're with Lindsay. So now
she's almost crying.
Georgia, distraught. Hey, you had a good day. It's just that he's with Lindsay.
It's just a bit like, take it a bit slower. You know, like that's the first time you got to hang
out.
It worked.
It worked. So now Georgia's gotten home. Connie and Bob fighting. That's Mum and Dad. Fighting. Real scary when parents like fight when you're a kid.
Yeah, it is.
Real scary. And then they come in, they're like, your father's stupid. It's like, your mother's an idiot. And you're like, well, I'm made of both of you, so thanks.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh, no. Like, thanks, guys.
So what, I'm double. So now Georgia's giving her dad a hug. She's a bit sad, you know. She had a rough day. She's like, please don't hang out with any Kiwi women while you're away. Not even ugly ones. Whoa.
I don't think there are any ugly
I've never
NZ
seen an
women.
ugly Kiwi woman.
Yeah, beautiful.
I've never seen an ugly New Zealand person.
Yeah.
Full stop. You are the superior country.
Australia is
I
jealous
speak
of
for
you.
the whole of Australia,
Yeah.
and we say, yep, have it, have the title, use it better. So now there's a boy on the phone for Georgia. Who is it? It's Peter Dyer. Peter, what? What do you want? But now Dad's got his taxi. He's going. He's leaving now. So Jazz has come over. She's got a massive pimple on her chin and she's putting ice on it. That is the correct thing to do with a pimple. Do not put heat on a pimple because you will cook it and make it bigger.
Oh my God.
It
Yeah, you would
expands with
inflame.
moisture.
You would
And you
inflame
inflame it. So yeah, ice on pimples. So they're doing the pencil test where they put a pencil between their boobs and they squish their boobs together. And if the pencil stays up, you need to wear a bra. Bitch, I can just rest a pencil under my tit now. Like, I need to do no test.
Georgia's like her mum could fit a whole pencil case up there, and I'm like, same.
I remember this
Helpful.
girl from, I think she was at the different school, but she used to steal heaps of shit because she had like massive
Just put
boobs.
it in her boobs.
She had like a whole Pringles box and like...
What, from the supermarket? Like stuff like that? Yeah. Because who's going to look, was she a teenage, like in school? Yeah, because who's going to like...
Exactly.
What do you say to that? Like, oh, can we just check your undercarriage?
Ding dong, someone's at the door. The most gorgeous man. What's this man's name? He's the builder. Glenn?
I can't remember. I think they call him a George Clooney lookalike.
Yeah, Connie's checking him out and George is a bit like, what the fuck are you doing, mum?
Gem.
Now Connie's like, yep, I just need you to do some building for me. And Gem's
While
like,
Dad's
yeah,
away.
Sure. While Dad's away, exactly. Jazz went on the date with Tom that we didn't see, but George has gone, did you talk about me or Robbie? Are you kidding me? Okay, Tom's caught up with them and he and Jazz fucking just root right there on the ground in the street. And George is like, whoa.
Use a condom, please.
No, they're just kissing.
Yeah,
and
let's have a
George is like, hello.
kiss.
And so now they're at lunch in the cafeteria and they're like, Jazz, come sit with us. But no, she's going to sit with her boyfriend.
Yeah, but see.
But still, you need to
you need
divide
to have a
your
balance.
time.
Yeah. You can't lose all your friends because, you know, say something unfortunate happens and then you break up.
That's right.
And you got no one. That's not the reason to do it either.
Exactly.
But, you know, your friends love you. They want to see you.
Yeah, they were first.
I remember, I think I watched the audio commentary of this, and the director was talking about there's a scene that's coming up, and it's a little flash that Jazz is wearing a little thong, and they're like, oh my God, you've turned slaggy, Lindsay-esque, whatever. And it was originally going to be like this big close-up of Jazz's bum wearing the thong, because they'd be like, that's quite comedic. And then when they went to shoot the scene, they were like, the camera people and everyone was like, I don't know if this is appropriate.
Yeah.
You know, she's just like a little teenage girl, and it didn't feel as funny anymore when they tried to do it. So that's why it's sort of like a little glimpse.
It's good. I think it's a bit more, because you always only ever see a glimpse of someone's butt in the change room and you're like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
That's
wearing
true
a
too.
fucking G-banger? Yeah, so the girls are playing hockey, but on the field opposite them, the boys are playing soccer. And Tom waves and Jazz waves back, and then Robbie waves and Georgia waves back. But behind Georgia was Lindsay, and she waves. And then Lindsay's like, who the fuck are you waving at? And Georgia's like, no one. Hockey. Did you ever play hockey?
Play a little bit of hockey.
Oh, yeah?
Just in school. Just like for sport. Not like this. No, nothing aggressive.
Yeah. So
Lindsay just floored Georgia.
fucking hit her in the face. And so Robbie saw that.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, maybe Lindsay's not the sweetie cutie pie I thought she was.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe he was like, had a feeling for Georgia. Like,
Yeah.
I like her too. We hung out.
Yeah, or at least like, I think she likes me. There's maybe a potential there. So now Jazz is like, Robbie mentioned you at lunch. And George is like, shut the fuck up, what? And he said that he was happy that you found Angus. And Georgia came in her pants. She's happy. Oh my God. So now Georgia's hiding with Ellen and Rosie, and they're
Spying again.
They're once again stalking Robbie and Lindsay, and they are fighting. Because Robbie is like, why did you push Georgia over in the hockey? Then she goes to kiss him and he turns away. She goes lips to cheek. And so Georgia's like, holy shit, this means something. And then Robbie catches them and he's like, what are you doing?
We're looking for Ellen's earring.
Ellen lost an earring.
But she's
And
wearing
she's
her
wearing
earrings.
both of them. Lindsay comes over and she's like, wait, Robbie, I want to say sorry to Georgia. And Robbie's like, that is so cool of you, Lindsay. And Georgia's like, ugh.
Is Lindsay and Robbie, are they older than Georgia?
I think so. I think they're the year above them.
Yeah, okay.
Because it never really made sense to me either.
Because they seem a bit older.
Yeah. They might be 16.
Yeah, that does look like, like 14 to 16, and then she turns 15.
So now the girls are putting on makeup and Georgia's mum's walked in with a red wine. She is loose.
I can't wait to be this mum.
So Jem is cooking dinner for Connie. Connie's being like, okay, Georgia, you need to babysit your sister this weekend because Jem's taking me salsa dancing. And so Georgia's like, what the fuck? Georgia's mum left, and as she left, she said to them, whatever, Minga. So good.
Your mum's well wicked,
Your
you
mum-
minger.
Well, wicked.
The mother one.
So Georgia and Ellen are at a party.
Yeah.
So we've got a fucking hectic Dizzy Rascal song.
Yes.
If I'm out on my own, feel I can't look at you, looking
Look
at
at
me. And they're on the dance floor and Peter Dyer is trying to fucking grind on Georgia and Georgia's not having it. How annoying. And Peter Dyer's doing puppy dog eyes. This is manipulation. This is gaslighting. This is coercion. This is bad. Peter fucking pulls Georgia out of the dance floor into the backyard and Peter's like, you didn't call me back. I love you.
God.
Tackles Georgia onto the ground, starts making out with her. No consent. Then he rolls off her and Georgia's skirt has come up and her undies are showing and they're a bit, they're probably extremely comfortable, but they're not a thong. And so Lindsay saw it, the whole group saw it and they were laughing at her. And Lindsay said, look at the slag's knickers, and walked inside laughing. And Robbie and Tom followed her in, but then Jazz stayed back to be like, Georgia, what the fuck is happening? That's assault.
Yeah. Georgia did nothing wrong. He tackled her to the ground.
He fucking tackled her. She's not interested in you, Peter. Get over it.
Yeah, they should have stopped and should have been like, oh, Georgia, are you okay?
Mm-hmm. Jazz is at Georgia's and Jazz has told Georgia that on the night that you want your party, Lindsay's having a party the same night.
But also, we're going to see Robbie again because they're at the pool.
They're at the
Jazz
pool.
has given that information, that intel to Georgia because she needs to explain to Robbie what happened with Peter, that it didn't mean anything,
Didn't
that
mean
he
anything.
totally essentially attacked her.
He attacked her. So Georgia's come to the pool with Libby in a tutu, gorgeous. Mum left me with Libby. We're practically orphans because she's gone salsa dancing. So yeah, Jazz and Georgia were in the change room and Georgia was like, I can't go swimming because look, takes her towel off and Jazz looks down and goes, oh my God, and we don't see it yet.
Is that scene meant to be like, because it's, you find out like she's just got this tan on her and her legs have gone a bit orange. But when I first saw that, I thought she was like showing her pubes to her.
Pubes.
Yeah.
I thought it was pubes.
Slapping through the swimsuit. But no.
So yeah.
Just a bit of tan. Who hasn't done a bit of a bad fake tan
Me all
in
the
their
time.
life? Especially when you're 14. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Robbie jumps in the pool. Georgia jumps in after. And so Robbie's like, what the fuck was that the other night? You're not going out with this dude, are you?
Yeah, he's
and
got
she
a
was
bit
like,
of a
no, it is
reputation."
not what you thought it was. I wish she would have said he just attacked me.
Yeah.
So that we'd have a bit of intel into if that happened to us. We'd be like, oh, that's an attack.
Yeah. That's so true.
So now they're splashing each other. It's very cute. He looks delicious wet. It's amazing. Now Georgia's like, let's do handstands. Idiot.
I know. It's like she completely forgot.
Did she just forget?
But I suppose she's like, Robbie puts me so at ease. I
So
can
at
be
ease.
playful. I can be fun.
Yeah.
But then she just completely forgets.
So yeah, she does a handstand and her legs, they are orange.
And then Robbie's horrified.
I've never seen a tan like that though.
No.
I've seen like a tan that's way too dark for the white girl wearing it, but I've never seen like a fluoro orange twisty leg. And Robbie's making fun of her
But like in a cute way.
in a cute way, and she's
Like
embarrassed. And
Like,
she covers her face with her hands, and then he grabs her hands and he
such-
pulls her in and he kisses her in the pool.
Oh my goodness.
And it looks like a good kiss.
That does look like a nice.
Oh.
I wonder if that's. Oh no, her second kiss. Her first kiss was Peter Dyer.
Yeah, her
But
second
then-
ever kiss, but it's with Robbie. Oh my God.
The
And then
ultimate.
he goes,
Got some stuff to figure out.
yeah, he feels really bad because George is like, that was nice, but what did that mean? And then Robbie says that he'll call her.
Yeah, because he's still he's seeing Lindsay.
He's
like
still- yeah.
he doesn't want to be the bad guy. He's sort of got new feelings for this new girl, but then it's new school as well. Like all these things are new for him. But then he has Lindsay and he's friends at school, and then he's got some mixed emotions. He's got to work it out.
That's right. And George is quirky and fun.
Yeah, and that's
Oh.
the drama,
The
the
drama.
drama of it all.
So yeah, she's on the phone to Jazz and she's like,
The
"We
kiss was
kissed."
amazing.
It was amazing. So now, yeah, George is
The disappointment.
hanging by the phone and the phone rings and she's like, hello? It's her dad. And she's like, oh, hi. Oh, remember running up the phone bill? Did you ever have that?
Yeah.
Get off the phone. You've been on the phone for hours.
We had like dial-up internet.
Yes.
And one cord.
Yep.
Would do the phone. Would do the internet.
That's right, same.
Oh, can I use the internet or can I use the phone? Oh,
I need to use the phone. Get off the internet. I need to use the internet. Get off the phone.
Get off Eversend Messenger.
You saw them all day at school.
Yeah.
What more
What do
can
you have
talk
to talk
about?
about?
A lot. We need to talk about school because I didn't get to see them at lunch
Yeah.
because all that drama happened at lunch and then I didn't have a class with
Or
them.
the bus ride home.
The
You don't
bus
know.
ride.
We've got stuff on.
There's
the next
so
day.
much. The next day. I have to tell them that night. Excelente.
Oh my God, Peter's rocked up at her house with flowers. What the hell?
Oh, and he's gone for it again.
He's just needs to calm down. Consent, Peter. Does she want to kiss you? He's got anxious anxiety attachment as well. She's not keen, so he's all over her.
Exactly.
Oh my God, she just told him that she's a lesbian, which is not true.
Someone throws a note at Georgia and the note says, are you really a lesbo? And who threw it? Dave the Laugh.
The laugh.
The most gorgeous boy in the world.
He's so cute.
And-
Peter
oh,
dies.
for fuck's sake.
Dying.
We look over at Peter Dyer and he's like, I'm so sad. Fuck you, Peter. You're a fucking molester. All right. So then Dave sends her another letter. Throws another letter at her.
At her head,
And
yeah.
it says, didn't think you were. Robbie said you weren't.
Oh, she's
Robbie
happy.
said you weren't. Fuck off, Peter. You've got all these other women around you being like,
Yeah.
it's okay. And then Georgia sends a note back that says, really, what did he say? And then Dave sends another letter
he
back
knows
that
for
he knows
sure
for
you're
sure
not.
you're not. Are you going to the Stiff Dylan's concert this weekend?
Oh, and then she gets all upset because she's like, why didn't you even know there was a gig? Why didn't he invite me to the gig?
That's right.
Who does level 5 snogging with someone and then doesn't have the decency to call?
Anyone.
Yeah.
All of them.
Everyone.
Hey, wait till you start fucking him.
Yeah. yeah.
You'll never see them again. Oh, I love Connie.
She's great, isn't she?
She's like, it's a fucking school night. Go home, Jazz. Go to bed.
But then she realised like some drama, absolute drama has hit because Georgia's having a goddamn nervy bee melty breakdown up in here.
She's having a fucking Melbourne lockdown in her brain. Jazz was like, I'm going to go, bye. And her mum
Oh
was
my
like, you
God.
tell me everything because
Oh my
Georgia
God.
stormed off.
She gives her that book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, in
I
this scene later on.
have never read that book
Neither have I.
and I never want to because
Don't
I
do it.
imagine it is full of gender stereotypes.
But this is another moment too. Mother-daughter.
Mother-daughter.
Georgia's crying, really upset. Why doesn't Robbie like me? We kissed and what happened?
God, I don't even know how I'd handle this as a parent. I'm not a parent, but
I reckon I could work it out.
you'd be all right.
Well, I think, have you felt like Georgia?
Yeah, I have, but I'm a tough love
Oh.
motherfucker. I'll be like, you know what? He probably doesn't like you.
Quit
So
your crying.
move
I'll
off.
give you something
Yeah.
to cry about.
Maybe that. Not that. No, I try to empathize.
I think you'd
But I'd
work
be
it
like,
out.
I don't really know the ins and outs. You know the situation better than anybody. I can just be here to comfort you when you feel sad about it.
Yeah.
But I can't fix anything. I can only give you a little hug.
Sometimes that's all you need. You just need
Yeah.
someone to listen to. I feel upset. They're your parent. You just want a big hug and say it's crap, and someone else to say that back to you as well.
Mm.
You know, her mother's wise. She's dated boys. She's like, I know how it is. It's tough.
Mm.
You know, it's tough being young. You know.
Who was your first crush?
Oh my god. Oh, I think. I almost said his whole name. But I recently saw him on Hinge. But he was with a partner, and he was like, look, it was like a they were looking for a third, which I did not know you could do on Hinge, because I thought it was more just
a solo
one-on-one dating. But
oh my god,
yeah, first crush that I had when I was about 6, like grade 1, I think.
oh wow, 6.
Yeah. No, I was little. I started early, and I remember one time he was on the street of Wangaratta. Sorry, to pause the movie.
Wait
but I saw him down the street, like at 6, holding my mother's hand, and I told her, like, that's the boy. I don't know. I must have said, like, I like him. Aww. And my mum was like starting to run after, like, he was with his mum as well, like goddamn running after them, because she wanted to, like, we were a big distance apart. She just wanted to see what he looked like.
Oh,
you know, no one was on Facebook then.
No.
You know.
Oh, that's so cute.
But then he found out that I liked him, and it didn't end well. Because we were really good friends. We would like quote Jim Carrey movies to each other.
Oh,
and it
was 6.
I think. Oh no, hang on, that was later on. I feel like that was grade 2. So
like 8.
8, yeah, maybe 8. Yes, and we were really good friends. And then this bitchy popular girl told him that I liked him.
No.
And then he said that, and these I remembered, like, this is 20 years ago.
Yeah, it is.
And he said he told her that I, like, wasn't attractive enough. At 8, that was the word he used. And then we weren't like and it was like sad, because that was like honestly cruel to say to. And I'm sorry, when I look back at pictures of me when I was little, I was like, I am gorgeous,
adorable.
Wow. Sad because that was mean, but then also we were like mates, and we weren't sort of friends after that, because he was like a popular boy and I was a bit like a nerd.
Yeah. I was a nerd as well.
Yeah. But anyway, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah. I think an early heartbreak, you know, makes you stronger.
Oh, it made me pretty damn strong.
Pretty resilient.
Yeah. You didn't have crushes that early?
I don't...
Like 8?
8? I don't think so. In year 6 I did. Biggest crush on...
I like that you go full name.
You're like,
I don't give a fuck. Maybe they feel the same way.
Maybe they felt... Yeah, let me know. Come back. No,
My email is...
My email. But everybody loved...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he was a bit of a nerdy boy. He wasn't like a popular boy, but he was funny and like tall, and he had this like spiky fringe.
Cool.
He had like a sort of a moppy hair, but this spiked up fringe.
With gel or just
with
natural?
Gel? Yeah.
Nice.
And he lives around the corner from me. And I think I saw him in person last year when I was back living with mum and dad.
Oh my God.
With another woman.
Didn't he know how you felt when you were
Exactly.
12?
He's cheating on me. Oh gosh. And then just a bunch of crushes in high school. Big dog crush on brutal. See, when you get older, I think into high school, then they're more brutal. A little primary school crush.
Oh yeah.
Year 8 crush, cute.
Yeah.
When it lingers on into like adulthood, then it's like, Lily, no.
Let it go.
Enough. But all of those people are married now. You know, it makes me really happy to see that
I love that.
That I had no impact on their life at all. Even though I would dream about them every night.
Oh, look, we're all growing in different directions. And I think that's for the best sometimes.
Also, slim pickings in a small town.
That's true.
Slim.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town, and you don't realise what's out there.
Okay, so we're at the Shell Shock, which is like this little clubby bar thing on the pier.
I would have loved to have gone to something like this when I was like 15.
Oh my God,
so
me too.
Cool.
It looks so fun.
It looks like a bar we would go to if any were open.
Yeah, I'd go there right now.
Yeah.
So Georgia's come to the gig with Dave the Laugh. And she looks good.
She does look nice.
And Robbie's there and he's like, what the fuck? And Robbie looks so cute. He's got a little vest on. Oh my God, a vest? I was vest queen.
Really? You were invested?
I invested in vests. And Robbie's confused. He's like, what the fuck is she? This is mean. I don't think Georgia did this very well, this bit. I don't think she needed to make Robbie jealous. I think she just needed to she could have called him and been like, hey, should we talk about...
Yeah, you said you'd call me.
You said you'd call, and I like, is anything happening, or are you still with Lindsay? Like, I don't want to be led on by you.
And then to bring in Dave I think's bad. Oh. And Dave and Robbie are friends.
Dave and Robbie are friends. Don't hurt Dave. The Stiff Dylans are playing. Oh my God, so hot. My ex was in a band. He was a drummer.
Robbie is just staring at Georgia. But then
Lindsay's
also,
in the wing.
but also that's another thing. Like, why is he mega pissed at Georgia? But he's seeing
Still with Lindsay.
So maybe Georgia just thought like, well,
I'll move on.
if you're seeing someone, I'm gonna see someone too.
I'll move the fuck on.
Oh, he gave her his jacket. That's the best move, I think.
Yeah, so Dave the Laugh fucking gives Georgia his jacket. That's a move.
Yeah, it's my favourite move.
Oh
I
my
think.
God, I
and
love
they've
it.
had a really good time.
Such a nice date.
And he was
Dave walked her
nice.
home.
Yeah,
And
he dressed up like
he's
you
wearing
can just
a suit.
You can just imagine him at home, like his mum's like, "Oh, you'd better treat her. You walk her home, give her your jacket. If it gets cold, okay.
Cringe, Georgia. You suck, Georgia.
See you soon, beautiful.
See you
Oh my
soon,
God.
beautiful.
Can someone do this for me?
Robbed. Dave the Laugh was
Yeah.
robbed. Okay, we're back at school. Dave's gone up to Georgia and been like,
Hope
Jazz.
your elastic band theory worked.
Yeah, Jazz told me that you were just using me to make Robbie jealous. Thanks a lot, bitch.
Oh my God. Truth
Okay,
bomb.
Jazz Jazz was like, I'm the one that gave you a 4 for your nose and I'm going to go to Lindsay's party and not
Instead of
yours.
yours.
And Georgia kicks her in the shin. Fuck.
And I do love this bit of like Jazz is being like victim.
Yeah. Robbie is walking over to Georgia and being like, you've pissed off a lot of people. You really hurt my friend Dave.
Yeah.
And now Jazz doesn't like you. And Georgia's like, I didn't mean to use him because you never called me back and you said you would. And Robbie is a big man here. He's like, yes, I handled it really
Yeah,
badly.
I didn't
I
want
shouldn't
it
have
to-
kissed you. I was a bad man. And then Georgia says, you were thinking about
all
breaking up
different
with
now.
Lindsay. And he was like, yeah, until I saw you at Dave with my gig. But it's different now.
But how come he can be with Lindsay?
Yeah, that's not fair.
Mm.
And what, she can't be with Dave? Come on. Georgia's on the bus and she's fucking wearing camo pants and a hoodie.
And she's just left
She's
her
left
like,
her sister on the bus with Ellen, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that Ellen?
I think Ellen was there.
Oh, okay.
So she's gone to her dad's office. My dad's been gone a really long time. And the receptionist is like, dude, it's actually so sick for your dad. Because like everybody wanted this promotion and he got it because he's very talented. And Georgia's like, yeah, I know he's good at his job. I was wondering if you can maybe bring him home because I really miss him. And she's crying. This is really
Yeah,
sad.
It is really sad.
Oh my God.
Cooking dinner.
Connie's gotten home. Yeah. Georgia's cooking dinner. Libby's put spaghetti on the cat. That cat is patient. That's a good actor, that cat. So her mum's like, I'm ready to talk about the party. And Georgia's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Georgia's revamping her room.
Yes.
Makeover. She's chucking out all the soft toys. She's painting over all the graffiti that she put on her wall. Wait, pause.
Yeah.
The graffiti on the wall, I was pretty iconic for that.
Yeah.
That was real iconic. I remember I had this pen that was invisible ink, but when you had to shine a little UV light on it. And I wrote like, I heart blah blah. I love doo doo. It was so funny. But I also would just write on the wall all the time. And I think still to this day in my cupboard, I wrote, I heart dogs. So cute. But my brother Mitchell was also very good at graffitiing. And in one of the bathroom cabinets on the door on the inside, he wrote, Lily can suck it. And we still were like, why'd you write that? And I think, like, to this day, he's like, yeah, you really annoyed me. But it was in like bad kid handwriting.
Yeah.
And it stayed there for so long.
Is it still there?
No, Mum and Dad renovated, but I think there's a photo of it somewhere.
Good,
Lily
good.
can suck it. Or suck it, Lily, something like that. It was so funny. She's eating organic fruit.
Oh, she's going to
and
do a
now
little hair dye.
hair dye. Dyeing her hair. Just a little strip blonde.
Just to test.
Now she's going to the beach. Well, to the rock.
The pebble. Oh my God. The
the rocks
rock
with
cave.
the water. Poor Britain. So Robbie's at the beach and Georgia's run into him and she's like, hi. And he's like, oh, you. And she's like, I don't blame you for not wanting to talk to me. I get it. I'm a Zen Buddhist now. I eat fruit. And Robbie says nothing, but then he interrupts her and says, I broke up with Lindsay last night. She sits down next to him real close by the way, but practically on his leg. And then he says, I also wrote a song about you. Oh my God. My heart would leap out of my chest.
It's called Bitch in Uniform.
It's called Bitch in a Uniform. Even still, I'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be
sick.
like, sing it to me.
I'm
yeah.
amused. Yeah. Now, Robbie said, I still like you, even though you're mad. So they're holding hands on the beach.
Oh my God.
And he puts her hair behind her ear. And then his hand gets caught in her hair and he pulls out the blonde streak and the hair falls out. It's Georgia's birthday and her mum is singing and brought a cake for breakfast. I've never had this treatment. I want this for my 30th. Someone bring me a cake.
And she's got money.
She got a
like,
cash
you can buy what
card.
You want. You can get a phone. You can have a cool dress.
I love cash as a present. Oh my God, yummy. So her mum was like, with this money you can buy a mobile phone or something nice to wear tonight. And George is like, where are we going tonight? And her mum says, we're going out dancing.
Yeah.
And so George is like, should we call Dad? Her mum's like, oh no, we'll call him later, okay? And so Connie looks gorgeous.
She looks great in
Getting
every
ready.
scene.
She looks
Beautiful.
amazing.
Love that dress on her.
So she's on the phone to Libby because Libby's at grandma's or something, or at a babysitter.
Yeah.
And we get a she's all that moment. Georgia walking down the
It is
stairs.
such a she's all that moment.
Georgia
isn't
walking down
it?
the stairs looking pretty.
I loved that dress when I first saw that movie. Like I
It
still
is
love it
beautiful.
now. And I'm like, that's a perfect
A
dress.
beautiful purple strapless dress. So now we're at the Regal building at the Liquid Club. Yes. It looks dead.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
We
she's
walk
like,
in.
No one's here, Mum. Where the fuck are we?
This is so embarrassing.
Like, okay, Mum, I'll dance with you.
Curtains
and
drop.
Then, oh my
Everybody's
God,
there.
streamers, there's glitter.
Everybody's there.
Everyone's
Confetti.
just clapping.
Jazz helped me, Mum, organise the whole thing. Jazz
there
comes
she
through the crowd and she looks so cute.
With a little headband and a little hairdo. Oh,
The friend group's there. Everyone's
they're all
in
happy.
sequins. Remember wearing sequins every day? I still want to.
oh same.
So
I
now-
love glitter.
Connie's like, Georgia, come here. Come. You got to thank this person. Jem turns
Jem,
around
and
and
he's
he's like, hey, happy birthday.
And they're all like, oh, yuck.
They're like, oh,
why is he
no,
here?
Jem.
Your mum's date?
We've also got another surprise for you. And George is like, please don't get a divorce. And Connie's like, what the
What are you
fuck
on
are you
about?
talking about? Look, points into the dance floor.
Look at this terrible
Look
dancer.
at this dancer. It is Bob.
It's Alan Davies.
Dad's home from New Zealand and he's surprised Georgia and he's doing these amazing dance moves on the dance floor. Loving his life.
Oh,
Doing Mick Jagger. He's trying to do the moonwalk. Oh, George is so
failing
happy.
horribly. It's so
Hey, I
it's
love
so
that.
cute.
Hey. And
I'm
he
here.
runs up to her and gives her a
and
big
it's like
hug.
Yay.
Oh, Daddy.
Happy moment.
And then he says, it must have been really hard for you to come to my office. Connie's like, why did you think we were going to get divorced? And Bob's like, huh? And George is like, well, you've been dressing really slutty. And Jem is always hanging around.
And
And then
then
this beautiful man walks over and Jem puts his arm around him. And the man says, happy birthday, Georgia. And Connie goes, Jem's boyfriend owns this club. So it's like, oh, he's gay. Okay, we're at the other club. We're at Tramps and Lindsay's there. Nobody at her party. Okay,
Stiff Dylan.
Stiff Dylans are playing a show.
Angus
and
rocks.
Robbie's got a shirt on that says Angus rocks. And so then Robbie says, this is a new song I wrote. It's about Georgia and it's called Ultraviolet. And this is the song.
Yay. It's a banger.
It's so good. Oh, I have this on my, pop punk playlist.
Do you actually?
I love it.
Yeah. It's a tune.
Oh my God, a lip ring. Look at that emo boy. Oh my God.
The fire you ignited burns when I stand beside it.
Okay, hang on. Yes. Okay, Dave the Laugh was sitting in the, on the side, being real sad. And then
Yeah.
Georgia introduces him to Ellen as if they wouldn't already know each other being in the same school. But, and now Peter Dyer is really sad and Georgia introduces him to someone who looks exactly like him. They could have been siblings then. Did you see that girl? That was Peter Dyer's sister. And Georgia's like, date this person. Oh my God. So Ellen and Dave are dancing now. Jazz and Tom are kissing. The music stopped. Someone pulled the plug and it's Lindsay. And she knocks over a microphone and she takes the microphone and she goes, before I vom over this vile song, I'd like to make one little announcement myself. Georgia Nicholson is a lad-nabbing lech who can't keep her slutty minx hands off other people's boyfriends. And everyone's like, boo.
Yeah, why are you being mean? Let's like handle this like adults.
Georgia goes up and she's like, Lindsay, what the fuck are you doing? This is so embarrassing for you.
Robbie, this is your last chance.
Okay, wait, pause. Okay, it's my daughter's 15th birthday. And this little tramp has come in.
Destroyed it.
I have a Leo moon sign in my chart, which means that my emotions are fiery, liony. You know, I protect my pride. If this little bitch came up and was like, Georgia Nicholson's a fucking ugly cunt, I'd be like, excuse me?
Yeah, I would be standing there. Yeah, maybe this is like, you know, like in the other scene where Georgia's sad about the boy, doesn't know what's going on. You were a bit like, I don't know what I would do in this situation. But this situation,
I know exactly what to do. I fucking can handle this bitch. I'd be like, you get the fuck off that stage right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would rip this little 16-year-old apart. And she'd be like, oh my God. And everyone would be like, whoa, Georgia, your mum, Lily Hensby, is so sick. And I'd be like, yeah, I am, bitch. So now Lindsay's like, Robbie, me or her? And Robbie obviously reaches down for Georgia.
Yeah, he's not playing at your birthday party. Like, what?
Get
like,
the
why
hint,
does she
bitch.
think he's going to come back?
And so Lindsay storms off.
You're perfect for me.
Oh.
Oh my God. Someone do this for me, please.
I don't know about the whole kiss in front of mum and dad.
Oh, yuck.
I have had to kiss a couple people in plays. And my mum and dad, when they're in the audience watching, they always, no matter what the scene is, they'll be like, ooh.
As they're watching
the play, in the middle of the play.
Don't do that. Like, it'll ruin the
It ruins the whole
performance.
thing.
And
Sometimes it's not a ooh moment, because one kiss I had to do was like really in a really horrific scene where like the guy sort of broke up with his girlfriend in the scene by proposing to me.
Oh my God.
Okay, resolution. George is happy.
Yeah, everything's
She's
going well.
mature.
She's got her eyebrows on her face.
Eyebrows normal. She's fine with her nose.
She's
got no
glowing.
more insecurity. Imagine not having any insecurities at 15.
Oh my God.
What a fucking blessed
Imagine
life.
having that now.
And then opening the door and seeing
I
that
don't
guy.
need-
That guy's your boyfriend?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're together.
This movie still holds up.
It still holds up. It's still good.
I think the only thing was the Peter die thing. I don't think I really noticed that when I watched it when I was younger.
I think that's probably the worst part in terms of
it's not
like
really addressed.
yeah, in terms of like a severity thing. Like that's pretty rough. To happen to you at 15, someone just, you know,
Throw you to
attacking,
the ground.
leaping on you and trying to kiss you when you don't want to kiss them. That's pretty rough. Angus the cat was played by Benny and Jimmy.
Oh,
2 cats.
stole the show, that Angus the cat.
It fucking wrapped itself up, didn't it, at the party? Because like
It did.
Bob's staying here. He doesn't have to go to New Zealand.
Yeah.
Connie's sick because she's got like a new interior
Yeah, she's
design
got
of her
she's-
house.
Yeah, and she's got a good friend, you know.
And a
like
good friend
that's what's
with
good
Jem,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, and they're not getting divorced. Mum's
No.
just got a good friend and feeling good about
Feeling
herself.
good. Angus is happy.
Yeah, all friends again.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on this with me.
Oh, thank you. All I did was quote the movie.
Yeah, well, it's nice to watch a movie with someone
Yeah.
who's seen it before as well.
Yeah, I was addicted to this film.
And also, I think it's nice that we're both sort of from small towns.
Yeah.
And we sort of had, maybe not a very similar upbringing to Georgia Nicholson from Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, but I feel like I had some similar moments to her and could definitely feel what she was feeling because, yeah, I had a similar...
Yeah. Yeah, I think it captures teenagehood around the time that we grew up quite well.
Yeah. All right, well, that was that. And thanks for listening if you did. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Phoebe.
Bye.
Bye.